Hi, my name is Bri and welcome to my channel. So basically I had weight loss surgery, which was duodenal switch, in April of this year, and I have lost 140 pounds within that time frame from my highest weight recorded. But basically I have watched Amberlynn Reid for years, because when I initially found her, I was on a weight loss journey, of course. This was long time ago, like when Amber, like, I think she was still a Destiny. Yeah, that's when I found her channel. So I was still on a weight loss journey. I was looking for people on YouTube to basically give some insight on what they were doing, or maybe I could get some ideas. I wanted someone who was on my same journey, who was around the same size at that time, and like I said, get some tips. So, which has turned into a whirlwind of girl world, but with the reaction channels and everything like that. But I was scrolling YouTube and I saw her title of one of her most recent videos, which is that she wanted to get weight loss surgery, basically, which is not new for Amberlynn. As most people know, she has talked about weight loss surgery in the past. I think she went to a surgeon's office, got the packet, filled it out, you know, started the whole process, and it didn't really work out because they wanted her to go through extensive therapy, which is common, especially when you have a binge eating disorder. The reason why I wanted to comment on this video, or maybe give some advice or insight, is because I just went through this process, like I said, in April of this year. And it was a long time to get this whole thing done. Like, I had to go through pre-op twice, because it was right before COVID that I went through the first time. I got out of my longest relationship, so I was going through a breakup. I had lost my mom. So there was so many things that were deterring my journey with weight loss surgery, but I did it. I went through the whole process with insurance, and I wanted to, hopefully, if she even finds this video, because I was going to leave a comment, you know, like, oh, you need to do this, that, and the third, but it's way too long. The whole process, it's too long to explain in one comment. So hopefully she sees this. I'm not here to tear down Amberlynn. That is not my job. I'll leave that up to other people if they want to do that. Of course, she's had some controversies. Hello. But I'm not here to judge her as a person at all. That's up to her and whatever she believes in, or her personal journey. I'm here to give insight as a weight loss patient on what you might go through, or what you want to basically figure out before weight loss surgery. Because it takes a lot of self-analyzation in this journey, I realized, which it sounds like she's starting to do. You know, she talked about her self-advocation and basically like what was her breaking point of really wanting surgery, which again, I know she's talked about before. But I believe that everybody has a different breakdown of them deciding that they really want surgery. Mine was not weight related. I had diabetes. That was not my breaking point. I had sleep apnea. That was not my breaking point. Me getting up to almost 500 pounds. I was 465 at my highest weight. That was not my breaking point. My personal breaking point was me losing my mother, which I talked about in my first video. So everybody's reasons are going to be different for getting weight loss surgery, and it's not for people to judge. I'm not going to do that. If you want to judge her on everything else she wants to do, by all means, this is the internet. People are going to talk, but I'm not here to do that. So I am going to get into a few things on like basically 4 steps that you need to go through in order to qualify for weight loss surgery. It's very broad. I went through United Healthcare, but it seems like that insurance company is very similar as far as other insurances on getting approved for weight loss surgery. So I do have a few comments as well about the whole Weight Watchers situation. So my advice on pre-op dieting, which is important, they're gonna make you lose weight, especially at the weight she is now, which I think is around 505 last time I saw a video, or something, somewhere around that range. They're gonna make you lose weight before they even decide that they're gonna make you schedule you an appointment. So that's one thing. I don't think, I can't judge, like I can't tell her what to do, but Weight Watchers is it's very broad as far as the diet, because it's designed to help out tons of people. It's not really dedicated to someone who's planning on going on a bariatric surgery. In your first dietitian appointment with a bariatric surgeon's office, as they're gonna give you a diet to stick to, and it's nothing like Weight Watchers. That yogurt, which is why I wanted to comment in the first place, that yogurt is not something you want to eat beforehand or afterhand, because it has like 20 grams of sugar in it. I think it has like 15 grams of added sugars. It's your body, you do what you want to do, but that's just something that they're gonna tell you to deter from. And then even after weight loss surgery, we don't calorie count at all. I've had a malabsorptive surgery, so I don't absorb all my calories. So it's pointless for me to count. You need to focus on your protein, and you need to focus on your carbs, which I know she just ended a keto journey. Mostly my diet consists of keto or sugar-free things. Like I have a high-fat, mainly low-carb diet. Do I fall off of that? Yeah, it was just Thanksgiving, but that's one day out of the 7 months that I've been on this journey. I do try and mainly stay low carb, because my body absorbs about, I think, 40% of complex carbs and only 20% fat. So it's better that I eat fat than I would eat a carb, basically. So as far as the diet goes, if you're gonna do a diet, high protein, minimal carbs, yogurt is a great idea, but I would stick to something like Chobani Zero, or even Dannon Light and Fit. Nothing with like the chocolate and the crunchies and all that stuff, because it has a lot of added sugar and you're not really getting the benefits of that. And I think it has less protein in it too. So even if you don't like yogurt, it's kind of pointless for you to eat it. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the video on what to look for as far as going through insurance and getting approved. And if you guys have any questions about my process or the process in general, just ask me down below in the comments. And here we go into the next part of the video. All right, so let's get into it. I've got my handy dandy notebook. I needed notes because yeah, it's 4 easy steps, but I'm gonna explain to you each and every detail that I have encountered with going through insurance. Now, the insurance company that I have is United Healthcare. This is my experience with United Healthcare. Also with my surgeon's office, every surgeon's office is different. They have different programs. I chose my doctor's office because it has one of the best programs and surgeons within my area. But it's not going to vary too much if you're going through other insurances. But that leads into the first step, which is call your insurance company for requirements. That's all you have to do. They're going to give you a breakdown on basically what you need to qualify for it. So the first one being is that you have to be overweight. You can't just be like a couple of pounds that you're looking to drop, because this is a life-changing experience. So with United Healthcare, the BMI is over, you have to have a BMI of over 40, or you can have a BMI of over 35, but you have to have a comorbidity with it. So a comorbidity is like diabetes, sleep apnea, some type of life-threatening medical condition that's connected to your weight. So I had a BMI of over 40, so automatically I qualified, but I also had sleep apnea and diabetes. So that part wasn't something that I had to worry about. Another thing that they're looking for with United Healthcare is proof that you have tried to lose weight before. They want to know that you tried everything in the book as far as trying to get your weight down or fixing your weight without the help of surgery. Because, like I said, this is life-changing. This is something that you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life. They're not going to give it out to everybody. So they wanted a weight loss log of my weight for at least the last 5 years from a doctor's office that the doctor has to sign, and you have to send that over to the insurance company, which was a requirement for my surgeon's office as well. So that kind of was a 2-in-1. And then the surgeon's office they gave us a notebook of everything that we needed to send over to them, and then they sent it to the insurance company. So I thought that was really nice of them. Another thing was you must be in a structured diet program for 3 to 6 months. You can't just say you went on keto and that be a major requirement. So with my surgeon's office, they, depending on your insurance, they give you a certain amount of classes that you have to go to with a dietitian. So with my I had to do this twice. So the first time that I went to my surgeon's office and did the process to get weight loss surgery, I had to go to 6 months of classes, which I did. I went to every single one I had to go to. And then I think I mentioned this in my first video. I did end up quitting the program because of life. I got out of a bad relationship. I was moving. I was in school. I was working full time. I just didn't have the time, the energy, or I wasn't focusing on myself at that point. So weight loss surgery wasn't in the books for me. So the second time that I had to go to the doctor's office to start the whole process over, because I had to do it twice, United Healthcare had brought it down to 3 months in order of classes in order to qualify for weight loss surgery. So I went to 3 classes, 3 dietitian appointments. They weighed me 3 times. So yeah, you definitely have to go to all those classes. You have to be in a structured program. If not, what is my cat doing? If you do not go to those classes, they are not going to send your information over to that insurance company. Next one, I don't know if this is specific to United Healthcare. I think it is, because a lot of women go, well, a lot women and men, I can't say just women, but I've only known women personally that have done revision, is United Healthcare only allows you one weight loss surgery per lifetime. So it is very important that you research the type of insurance, not the insurance, you research the type of weight loss surgery that you're looking for. You research the type of weight loss, I swear my cat. You research the type of surgery that you want, whether that's VSG, whether that's gastric bypass, duodenal switch, which is what I had. You want to make sure this is something that, one, you think is going to benefit you long term, that you can keep up with. The good and the bad that come with it, you have to understand that, because they're one and done. You're not getting any revision out of United Healthcare, at least with what I was told. The last part of step number 1, which also is going to lead me into number 2, which you have to lose weight before weight loss surgery. Unless you have a BMI of where you are so close to 35 that if you go under, you're not going to qualify. Usually they tell you to maintain, but it's usually a requirement for your doctor and the weight loss center, I guess, that you do lose a little bit of weight, so that they know that you're committed to it. They know this is something that you want to do. And if someone's gonna cut you open and cut your stomach and everything, they want to make sure that they're not wasting their time, you're not wasting your time, and the commitment needs to be there. So step number 1 was calling your insurance company. I've already halfway explained number 2, which is follow your surgeon's program. Do not deviate from that program, because they will cut you from that program. The classes, they dwindle down. So you want to make sure that you listen to the presentations. The weigh-ins you take seriously. Don't binge because you think, I'm about to get weight loss surgery anyway. Because they'll make you, at least with my office, if you do gain weight, they're going to make you do a diary of everything that you ate, why you gained weight, and what you're going to do to lose that weight by the time you come back, which is like a month later. And it's important to listen to those classes because they tell you what to expect. Like, a lot of girls go, I don't know why I keep saying girls, but a lot of people go into think weight loss surgery without knowing the consequences of weight loss surgery. Everybody focuses on the cons. The pros, but no one talks about the cons. So they're gonna tell you about hair loss. They're gonna tell you about the fact that you can't have sugary sodas or carbonation in some cases. Carbonation doesn't bother me, but a lot of people with other surgeries, if you drink one sip of soda, your stomach is in cramps. Like, it's gonna hurt so bad. You're gonna have to be on vitamins for the rest of your life. And I mean the rest of your life, not just for the first couple of years and you think you're gonna be okay, because you will be deficient in your vitamins, and that's gonna lead you to more medical problems in the long run. So they're gonna go through each vitamin, when you need to take that vitamin, how many times you need to take that vitamin a day, and it is crucial that you get those in, because you're, at least with malabsorptive surgeries like gastric bypass and duodenal switch, we don't absorb nutrients like we're supposed to. VSG is a little bit different. Your stomach is just reduced, so your body still absorbs the same amount as it did before. But you have to take a lot more vitamins with gastric bypass, even more vitamins with duodenal switch. So you need to take that into consideration again when you're choosing your surgery, because that stuff is expensive. I think the first, like you have to purchase your vitamins in your last class before your surgery, before they schedule your surgery. I dropped like $130 for the first couple of months of vitamins, and you're gonna have to do that for the rest of your life. So yeah, if this is something that you don't think you can afford long term, that's something you need to take in consideration as far as what type of surgery you're looking for. Again, VSG is going to be a lot cheaper surgery wise, maintain wise, but the amount of weight you're going to lose is not going to be the same. So the last part of number 2, which it all ties together, it's with following your surgeon's program, is they're going to give you a checklist of pre-op steps that you need to do. If you don't do them or you miss your appointments, it's just not going to happen. So I had to get a sleep study test. Not only a sleep study test, I had to get a CPAP, and I had to buy my CPAP before my surgery. Your insurance pays for it, but I wasn't sleeping with it the way I was supposed to, so I paid out of pocket. They are not going to let you get surgery if you have sleep apnea without a CPAP. Also, an endoscopy. An endoscopy is where they take a little camera and they go into your stomach, make sure that your gastrointestinal system is fine enough for surgery. If your gallbladder needs to come out, if you have any like stones or anything like that, that's something that they really need to address. And also make sure that you're healthy enough to handle surgery. So that's really important. And then the classes, which we already talked about. And I think that's it for the main parts. And those, again, those add up as far as meeting your deductible, because you're going to have to meet your deductible in order for your insurance to pay for your whole surgery. So I think my endoscopy was a fee. Also, my sleep study was a fee, which I had to pay like co-pays on. So you want to make sure that you hit your deductible. You are going to meet your deductible if you go to all your classes like you're supposed to. You do all your tests like you're supposed to. It's not going to be that bad unless your deductible is like $5,000 or something, which it shouldn't be. And that leads me into number 3, which is you need to be monetarily prepared. Vitamins are not cheap. Those tests that I talked about before, they are not cheap. They're gonna run some money. So you have to pay for the co-pays for each doctor's appointment, your dietitian classes, surgeon's fees. I had to pay a surgeon's fee before my surgeon scheduled me, which I think was like $1,400 to $1,600 out of pocket. Like, insurance does not pay that. That's something that you're gonna have to either save up for or take out a loan for. I use part of my 401k because I'm still relatively young, and it's medical, so I don't have to pay that back. They'll just take it directly out of my 401k. Again, vitamins and protein shakes are not cheap. They're gonna make you buy all of it. Well, at least my surgeon, they're gonna make you buy all of your protein and prove that you have enough protein to last you for your liquid diet and your post-liquid diet, which for me was 2 weeks before my surgery and 2 weeks after my surgery. And then you move on to pureed soft foods, and then into solid foods. And the last one, also back to money. You're gonna have to be monetarily prepared in other ways, like buying clothes. I don't know how much money I've spent on clothes. You need to invest in Shein, some discount stores, maybe like getting some clothes for some friends, because I've had to give away so many expensive clothes I haven't even worn. And you're gonna consistently have to keep buying clothes because you're losing weight, unless you want to just rock what you have and be a little baggy. But that's something that you really have to consider. Also, maybe a gym or some type of equipment, because you do have to work out after weight loss surgery. That is There's no way getting around that unless you want to walk, which is a great way of getting your exercise in. If your apartment has a gym, go to Planet Fitness, some type of other gym. You're gonna have to work out. Also, self-care is really important after weight loss surgery. A lot of the times, like, you may get a little bit depressed after surgery because things are changing so fast and you can't really stop it. So you need to invest that time back into yourself, whether that's a hobby you may want to pick up on, or investing into how you look, or like reading or something like that. But there's going to be a lot of changes and you're going to have to be prepared for that. I suggest therapy, honestly, which therapy was also another thing. I completely forgot about that. I had to go to a therapist in order to get my weight loss surgery approved. It was like a psych eval. I didn't have to consistently see him, but if your doctor's office has a bariatric therapist, I would definitely suggest making an appointment if you feel like you're struggling or you need someone to talk to. That's what they're there for. So the last one that I'll get into, and then I'll close out this video, hopefully it's not too long, is be patient. This process is you're not gonna walk into that office and they're gonna be like, oh, we can schedule you tomorrow. It's gonna take months. It took me years. Again, I had to do this twice. So you definitely want to be patient. It's definitely a marathon. It's not a sprint. You want to follow your program, have faith that it will happen, because there may be blocks in as far as your journey to weight loss surgery or to improving your health. I know I had a couple. I talked about this before. Like, I got out to a bad relationship. I had to move away from the city I was living into. My mom got sick. My mom passed. So this has been a long time that I've had to get prepared for this surgery. So if you're looking for I want to say like a microwave type situation thinking it's gonna happen overnight, it's not. And I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to basically realize that if this is something that you want long term, if this is something that you want to make your life better and longer, you're gonna have to sit down and you're gonna have to wait and you're gonna have to put in the work. So those are the four steps in order to get approved for weight loss surgery. Again, call your insurance company, follow your surgeon's program, get your money up, be monetarily prepared, and just be patient. Have faith in everything that you're putting into this. You're gonna get back tenfold. So if you have any questions or want more information about my experience with insurance approval for weight loss surgery, you can always hit me up on Instagram, which is Bri.Switched. TikTok is Bri.Switched. Also in the comments, I'm always willing to connect to other people in the bariatric community, or if you're looking to get weight loss surgery. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with probably another couple video. I did just post one with my husband, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day.